Compared to the Custodies, the Orks are looking incredibly good fun and really quite powerful in their new codex. The leaks are starting to hit the internet and a load of stuff has been revealed, and it seems that every single detachment is good and unique and at least somewhat playable in its own way and can be fairly competitive if you lean into it. So you really can play the Orks with their new book pretty much any way you want to. But whilst that is all well and good, their brand new combat patrol definitely skews you towards a certain playstyle, and that is in the form of the latest Orks on the block, which is the Beast Snaggers. Now these guys came out a couple of years ago now, and I know some people aren't the biggest fans of them, but I personally love them. I think they look great, I think they look cool and wild, and I just always enjoy putting them onto the table. So this combat patrol, on the face of it for me, is quite a decent one. It is very heavy on the theme, so if you are a Beast Snagger fan or you want to add some snaggers to your existing Ork army, this is a genuinely decent way to get a load of useful stuff. The 20 Snagger boys, the Beast boss, and then 4 Squighog boys are all solid units, and the Squighog boys especially seem like they're going to be very, very good in the new codex. If you were lucky enough to also get the Beast Snagger Stampede that came out a little while ago, that gets you even more. It gets you a Beast Boss on Squigosaur, even more boys, even more Squighog boys, a Pain Boss, and obviously the Kill Rig. So this, alongside that, if you got it, will get you to a really, really nice little Beast Snagger themed army. But while I do like this box, we do have to admit, and say it quite clearly and out loud now, compared to the current combat patrol, there has been quite a substantial downgrade, and even compared to the Custodies combat patrol, this one does feel a lot less exciting and impressive. It does almost feel like a big chunk has been torn out of it. In this new box with your Snagger focused list, as I said, you are looking at a Beast Boss, 20 boys, the Smasher Squig and 3 Squighog boys. The Smasher Squig and the Squighog boys are all one unit in the new book, but altogether with current prices, that looks to come to around 495 points. Now the old box does actually get you less points wise. In the old or current box, however you want to say it, you get a war boss in mega armor, 20 Ork boys, 3 Death Copters, and a Death Dread, and that actually only comes to 480 points. So in this new box you are technically getting more bang for your buck in terms of points, and as I said, if you are going Beast Snagger focused, this could just seem like a clear winner. But financially, this new box is quite substantially worse. With the estimated £95 price tag, the old box with the Death Dread, the regular boys and everything else came to a whopping £167.50 if you bought it all separately, meaning you got a saving on that old box of around £72 and got basically all of the 20 Ork boys for free. The new box by comparison only comes to a flat £135 if you buy everything separately, so you're still saving £40 and essentially getting the Squighog boys for free, but it is massively less in terms of the savings you are getting, which is a real shame. Now it's worth mentioning that the percentage saving you're getting is still 30%, so it is in line with the other combat patrols and boxes that we do tend to see from GW lately, but it just feels so much worse because the old box was such good value. It feels to me like an entire extra unit has been torn out, and I mean, yes, I get it, the old box was just ridiculously good value. I can understand why GW maybe didn't want to keep it as the main combat patrol box. It is a shame to see because this new one just isn't quite as impressive as the older one. It would be like the old box not having the Death Dread in. That is sort of the comparison of what you're looking at in terms of what you're getting in the new box compared to the old one. The way I look at it is this new box is great for a starting force if you want a Squig or Beast Snagger themed army. It does get you admittedly slightly more value in terms of points, although that could change in the codex, and even if it doesn't, it's only an extra 15 points or so, but it is much less impressive value per pound. So is it worth grabbing? I mean, I would personally say yes. Yes, it's not as good value as the old one, and losing a big stompy unit like the Death Dread does admittedly suck, but I think as someone that likes the Beast Snagger range, it is a cool, fun box. The Squighog boys especially are damn good in the new codex, and you can, from everything we've seen, take them in doubled up squads of 8 now. So you could, in theory, in this new book, put 24 Squighog boys on the board along with their knobs. So if you wanted to do that, or you are just a new player that wants some more Beast Snaggers or wants to start an Orc army and go for the Snagger focus, this box is a good way to pick up some units that you definitely will use. If you are instead a fan of something like a more generic Orc list or the old style models, or you're going towards a Speed Freaks or a Dread Mob style list, then this box isn't as useful, and there probably won't be much in here that you would ever use, so it may be worth still trying to find a copy of the current Combat Patrol whilst they're still available. Can't get them from GW anymore, but I think a few third-party retailers may still have a couple of copies. But for me personally, I do like this box. I think getting yourself 2 of them alongside something like the boss on Squigosaur, that would get you to a really nice around 1250 point list with a few enhancements, or as I said at the beginning, if you got the Battle Force, that will get you, alongside this Combat Patrol, a really nice little army that I think will come to around 1100 points, so it's not too bad at all if you did manage to get this and the Battle Force. Overall though, I think this box is a nice way to get a Snagger list going if you wanted to do that, but if you are looking for a more generic or other detachment style list, then this may be one that you could potentially skip. So that is the new Orks Combat Patrol. What do you make of it, and do you prefer it to the older one, or are the financial savings you make from that older box just too good to make any kind of comparison? And also, will you be picking one up for a potential Beast Snagger army? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and as always, thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more Warhammer content from me, but until next time, I'll catch you later guys.